So this is what we're going to go ahead and work on today. And I was always saying with the cross, we're going to talk more about the cross next week in our lesson. But this week I'm going to teach you how to do it. But this is three-dimensional, and so we're going to work on how to create a three-dimensional look to the cross and then our nature. And you could even write "He has risen" or a verse, your favorite verse, or "Jesus loves me" at the top if you would like to. So that's done in, oh, by the way, this is done in colored pencil. So some of you are like, Miss Kelly, I'd rather switch out of painting and head to crayons or colored pencil, or some of you even have oil pastels at home because you told me. So that's really cool. So you can change it up with that. But today I'm going to continue to paint, and so this is one of the ones we're going to do in painting. So let me get started here. So what you're going to think about here is you're going to think about the middle of your page. So lay your pencil down in the middle of your page. All right. And then about halfway, just slightly up from middle, slide that pencil up, put your finger, put a little dot. All right. And then you're going to look at that dot, and on each side, you're going to create 2 dots. All right. And then I want you to go down to the middle again of yours and put a dot there, the middle, and you are going to draw a line across here, just straight across. Oh, I forgot to tell you, I'm going to put it in notes that I'm going to send out, but a ruler, if people are really wanting to be exact about this, they can use a ruler. All right, now Miss Kelly, that's why I have the razor, because I like doing it freehand. So then you're going to come across the top. So as you can see, I've connected the bottom, those two to the bottom of this line, and went across. So now you're going to think about the width of how long that piece of wood is there. And I want you to try to create the same width here. So put a little dot and go, okay, that looks about, kind of do it with your fingers, or if you have your ruler, you can be really precise. And then you're going to do straight across on the bottom and connect that line. All right. So I'm going to get rid of my dots eventually here, but those dots are guides. So hopefully you can see. I'm going to make mine real dark. You do light in case you need to erase. All right, so now you're taking your pencil and you go, okay, I want to go connect to this right here. So you can kind of use your pencil as a guide, and you're going to go straight down and use lightness to your pencil weight in case you need to erase, and then do the straight down connecting line. But you're avoiding the middle beam there, as you can just see what I did there. And then you're going to just seal it up. All right. So once you've done that, you have a one-dimensional cross. So this is the trick. When I want you to think about something here, you're going to go straight angles, and you're going to think, I'm going to go to the side here and do a side angle. All right, so it's going to go over to the side. So everything's going to have a tilt to it. So what I want you to think about here is you're going to start your first one right at the tip of the top, and you're going to do not straight up and down, but you're going to go slightly over to the right-hand side of this. And then you're just going to match that. Same length, same angle, same thing. And you kind of eyeball it, same length, same angle, same length, same angle on every point of your cross. That point of your cross down here, right? Everything on that side. You're going to do it to one side. You don't want to do it on this side. All right, so then once you do that, we have one more here. All right, and see how they're all pretty much the same length. So now you're going to connect them, and if they don't match up perfectly, then just make them work. So now this is where you're going to have to watch yourself. Go to the first line, detach that, then you can connect it over and take it over to this next line there. Oops, well, we're going to get rid of that little piece right there, because I should have had you connect down here first. Ooh, take it down. But if you did go across there, just get the little eraser and pop that little line. And then you're going to go straight down here. Now, of course, mine was a little bit too long there, so that's easy, because you want to go straight down. You don't want to match kind of if it's like, oh, especially if you're not measuring everything out. And then the same thing here. I'm like, okay, I want to connect to there. So kind of go whoop with your finger, and then you can go straight down, right? And as you can see, it's going to be wood, so you can kind of start making it match Exactly. So what we're going to do once we start painting is we're going to shade in these sides, all these parts here. We're going to give some shading so you kind of remind yourself there. All right, so now we're going to move on to the detailing around it. We're going to do some zigzaggies at the bottom to make it like based into the ground. And that's kind of some grass, and it's just going to be more jumping around there. And then I thought it was cool to kind of put a half, this is like a 3/4 piece of sun right there. It's not, and it's just right in there, connecting one to the space, and then you can do your little beams there, which is kind of cool. Let's go ahead and try a flower. Now I'm gonna show you like a black-eyed Susan type. You're gonna do like an oval circle here, right? And then instead of putting them all around, you're kind of taking your petals and just going to the base and just around the edges, but not all the way up to the top. So it kind of just droops down. And then you're gonna kind of zigzag a little stem, right? And we'll try another one over here. So you're gonna do, this one's gonna even raise up more, almost like a half circle. And then you're gonna, big long petals. And you can, you know how Miss Kelly talks about cropping it off your page. If you don't have room, just crop it off your page. Sometimes I even like to go in here with an extra little petal. You can do that, and you can make details to it, so then you get another stem going. And you can do a little ladybug down here, another half circle, little antennas and some polka dots. A snail's fun, so you can do a snail by just doing a swirl. You're gonna go, ooh, you know, we do these swirls all the time, but this one's kind of gonna end like that, and then you do a little head coming off there with this little antenna things there. All right, and then we can go into a bee, which God created these amazing bees. It's just so fun to study bees, and I'm sure many of you have, and all that goes into it. So you're gonna just go little wings on each side, 4 little wings, and then you can do some stripies and you know, some antennas coming off of there, and his little stinger. Ouch, be careful. Watch out for those bees. A butterfly. And I think the main thing about a butterfly is just creating symmetry. Trying to do the same thing on the other side the best you can with some antennas. Have fun with that. A dragonfly is fun because these are like kind of little squishy ovals. Like they're not circles, they're kind of squished circles. And our dragonflies are kind of long, and you kind of curve them around there and put a little head on it. And then kind of these longer wings that come out to each side, and just like a smaller wing there, small antennas. So that's pretty cool. Oh, this is a fun flower. Try this one. You know me and these swirls. I love doing these. So here we go with the center swirl. Whoop. Do one over here, another swirl, and then some petals. All right, so I want to get to the painting. You can add more details yourself. You know, anything else, like your favorite bug, maybe a bunny in the grass. I don't know, it's endless what you can do to add to God's creation, because his creation is so detailed and amazing, isn't it? So what we're gonna start with is, I jumped over to this just for the sake of time to show you that you're gonna have Sharpied it. So you can stop for a minute and just Sharpie your whole project to get it real poppin', and then you're gonna go in with painting everything a solid brown, and then I want you to come back in there, just paint everything a solid light brown, and you can turn it off for a minute and do all that. So the Sharpie, solid brown, and then come back, and then we're gonna do this. So once you come back, I wanted to show you that I wanted you to create a little bit of a darker shading on just that mainly right side and upper part of your cross. So you're just gonna give it like, so you could, just that shading creates that depth that says, oh yeah, this is a not one-dimensional, but 3-dimensional looking cross, and it's really cool. So then you kind of get those little tops going here, and that just give that extra shading. All right, so once you've done that, you can go in, and you guys are really good at this because we've done this many a time, and I've gone and looked at the bark and the wood and how you create your style of wood, and just go in with maybe some blacks and just kind of tap it. Obviously the wood grain is going this direction, horizontally this direction, and then it's going to go vertically when you're going this direction. So you're going to work on it going vertical and just pop in some wood grain. So just have fun with that. Everyone's going to look quite different. All right, so once you've done that, I want you to go ahead and get a bigger brush and a chubby, well, I say chubby brush. I don't know, you may not have one of these at home, so we'll just stay with that medium-sized brush actually. And I want you to have fun with the sky. Now with me, I just did kind of a plain blue sky, but I think it would be really super cool for you to just almost create, I saw this in one of the pictures that I thought about doing with you when I was kind of researching what should we do. And it was like they did a little line, and we've done this, we did this with our penguins actually, where you do a little line of color. There's such variation. You don't even hardly have to switch your brush, and then just kind of melt that into there, and just yellow. And you can name them out right now with me too. What are some colors? All right, I can't hear you, but I can actually hear what you're saying because I know what you'd be telling me. You would be saying pink, Miss Kelly, and you would be saying reds and oranges, and you can see, and it rinse your brush out and just try as many as you can, and you can just see so many different colors in the sky. And so just have fun with it. I'm not gonna finish the sky because I just don't want to be taking up too much time, but you get the idea. Maybe I'm gonna, just because I love doing this and I just love the effect that it creates, I might do one more with like purple, a purpley blue. All right, you know what, I'm gonna ease into purple. I want to do just a bright orange for a second. Bright orange. See, I can't not do it because it's just so much fun. Stay off of everything you've Sharpied. Stay away from it, go around. That's why it was better to use a smaller brush. That bigger brush would not have worked. So hopefully, you have a smaller brush. And you can get this white paper at Walmart. Let's show you this again. It comes in a bigger size as well, but this is a good one to get at Walmart. You can order it online. So you can tell your folks that. So there you go. Okay, I'm jumping into something else here. Maybe a white to kind of mellow that out, and then I'll go back into my, like maybe some purples up the top. So anyway, it's just fun. It's just a fun background. So I can't wait to see your photos or your pictures of what you're gonna do with your sky. I'm gonna stop with my sky, but obviously keep going with your sky and finishing that. So you can get into your sun, and of course that bright yellow sun. And as you can see on this picture, I decided on this one, I stopped my sun there. But if you want to keep going around, I added a little bit more sun on each side. So that's what you can do there if you want to. And get the sunbeams going. And, like really, there's not a whole lot more that you couldn't do on your own. But I will give you a little tip on the bottom here. So we're going to move down to the grass. So it's kind of fun to stay off of all your snails, and I put a few flowers down here, some grass, and little things with grass. Watch out for my ladybug. So go around and fill that all in with green, one solid green, and then you know how that shading just gives you depth. Now you can shade with a darker color green, you could shade with yellow. When I'm talking about shade, I'll come in there and giving it contrast. Shading just means that you're giving things some contrast, like from dark to light, or even a different color. So I'm really trying to see off my snails, my flowers. So I got my green. So what you can do is, now where I'm talking, I have some different color greens here. And if you don't have different color greens, go ahead and just you can take a little plastic container and put your green over here, and then take a little bit of your black, and you can mix those together and create your own shading colors, and you could do that on a plastic lid, or something. So if you're like, Miss Kelly, I only have like 5 colors, so you can play around with shading. So look, I'm going in with a little darker here, and you can go up with like little shards. Just have fun with it. And I love this color for the color, really kind of a deep hunter green that you can go in with your leaves. So you guys can go ahead with the detailing of finishing this out, all right? And by the time you are done, you will have a cool picture, and you can write, "He has risen," or "Jesus loves me." And guess what? Miss Kelly loves you too. And I just wanted to say, that I look forward to seeing you next week. I'm going to bring something special, a little surprise with me next week. So I'm looking forward to being able to show you that. And just have a great weekend, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.